Hello, welcome to Polyphonic Press. I'm Jeremy Boyd, and today I'm going to be talking about crowdfunding and how it fits into the music industry. Here we go. So in case you don't know, crowdfunding is when someone has an idea for a business or a book or movie or an album. If they want to get something done and they need investors, instead of going to a bunch of rich people, they'll start a crowdfunding campaign. Several websites have been set up to allow for these types of campaigns to go on. The most popular ones are Kickstarter and Indiegogo. So if you have an idea for a business or something, if you need money in order to get something done, you can start one of these campaigns. I think the smallest is like $10 and the most you can donate is like you can go up to thousands and anywhere in between. It's really up to the individual what the amount that they can set up. And different amounts have different gifts that you can get if you donate some money. So if you donate $25, you'll maybe get a copy of the CD in the mail if it's an album they're trying to get. And so little things like that, sort of incentives to help donate to the project. So essentially you're helping people realize their ideas and you're getting something in return. On this week's podcast, John and I covered a story about Amanda Zelena, better known by her stage name, the Coppertone. And she started a crowdfunding campaign to get out of her record contract, get out of her deal with her record label. Like many artists, she signed a bad record deal, but now she's using this crowdfunding campaign to gain independence from her record label. She's raising $20,000 to buy back her songs and buy back the publishing rights to those songs. If she's successful, she'll set a very important precedent in the music industry where many artists can use crowdfunding campaigns to get out of their unfair contracts by these record companies. And by doing so, they won't need record companies in the future. Until recently, the only way to get enough money to get a professional recording in a full studio was to go through a record company. Basically what happens is they lend you the money. It's usually about $5,000 to go and record your album. But if your album isn't a commercial success and it doesn't sell enough copies to pay back the record company, you're still on the hook and you still owe the record company that money that they lent you. So what a lot of people are doing now is they're starting crowdfunding campaigns to record an album. So they're essentially bypassing the record label altogether and they're going directly to their fans in order to get this record made. But not all crowdfunding campaigns are successful. A lot of the time they don't reach their goal and aren't able to realize the project that they had. So it's sometimes a bit of a gamble. If they don't reach their goal through the campaign, whatever money that was donated to them by people gets put back into their pockets. So if you donate something and they don't reach their goal, you get that money back. So it's sometimes a bit of a risk to go through one of these campaigns, but if you get enough people backing you, there's really no reason to go the route of a record label anymore. Another huge advantage of bypassing the record label system is artists are more free to put out the music that they want to put out. They don't have someone breathing down their necks saying they need to change the sound of the guitars or anything like that because it's not commercially viable. The artist can fully realize their vision without anyone else getting in the way. So will crowdfunding replace record labels? It's a little too early to tell. It's only been around for a couple years and it hasn't been around enough to make that much of an impact. But it seems that's the way the record industry is heading, especially when you have someone like Macklemore who has a #1 song on the Billboard charts and essentially doesn't have a record deal. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments or with a video response if you think crowdfunding is the way of the future and if you think record labels are on their way out. I just want to remind you to check out polyphonicpress.com. You can check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and Last.fm. And subscribe to the podcast. All of the links are in the description. And that's about it. I'll see you next time. Take it easy.